The engine roared to life as our rugged Jeep began its ascent up the legendary Pikes Peak. Thanks to Viator's seamless booking platform, securing our spot with Pikes Peak Jeep Tours was effortless, just a few clicks, and we were set for the adventure of a lifetime. Our experienced guide navigated the winding mountain roads with expert precision, sharing fascinating stories about the peak's history and the famous America's Mountain that inspired America the Beautiful. As we climbed through multiple ecosystems, the landscape transformed dramatically, from lush forests to alpine tundra, each turn revealing breathtaking vistas. The open-air Jeep provided the perfect vantage point to capture stunning photos while feeling completely connected to the rugged terrain. Our guide's knowledge was impressive, pointing out wildlife, geological formations, and sharing tales of early pioneers who braved this treacherous route. Reaching the 14,115-foot summit felt triumphant. The panoramic views stretched endlessly across Colorado's majestic landscape, making every switchback worth it. The famous Summit House offered a welcome respite and the chance to savor world-renowned donuts while soaking in the achievement. The descent provided new perspectives and photo opportunities we'd missed on the way up. This wasn't just a tour. It was an unforgettable journey through one of Colorado's most iconic destinations. Next time you're in Colorado Springs, hit up a tour and ask for Kevin Smith to be your driver. You will see and hear how his expertise helped me have an incredible journey.
Used to be called the Carriage Road.
Okay.
Come on, cowboy, stay on your lane. Thank you. Like I said, there was a weather station up there. They, will be, if the weather's clear, we'll be able to see from New Mexico to Denver.
Oh my goodness.
And out to Kansas as well.
Oh my goodness.
When the sky is clear, you can see the border out there where the windmills are.
Okay.
For power.
Yeah.
You can see Raton Pass, which is in New Mexico, and then you'll be able to see Denver and Red Rocks Amphitheater.
Oh my goodness.
If it's clear.
Yes, sir.
But they brought supplies up on the Carriage Road, and then the city of Cascade thought, well, we could make a little money on that.
Mm-hmm.
So they would charge $1 a wagon or carriage to go up.
Wow.
They would meet in Cascade, and they would drive our wagon up to Glen Cove.
Okay.
Then they would spend the night in Glen Cove. The next morning, they would get back in their carriage, go up on Summit, spend a couple hours, come back down, spend the night, end up in Cascade. So what we're going to do in about an hour and a half to 2 hours is going to be about a 2.5 day trip.
Well, I imagine
carriage.
going by mule or by horse.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can totally see that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it was shut down for about 5 years, and then Spencer Penrose came in. Now, Spencer Penrose is one of the 3 titans of Colorado Springs.
Okay.
Who helped found quite a few different things. He came out in 1915 and thought this would be a perfect automobile road.
Yeah.
So they started rebuilding it, spent what would be equivalent to about $2 million to build it back in their day. And then in 1916, with Spencer being kind of an extreme person anyway, they started the Pikes Peak hill climb.
Oh, wow.
Back then it took about 25 to 30 minutes to summit in the race. Today the record is 7 minutes and 57 seconds set by Peugeot.
Jeez.
12 miles and 156 turns. The maximum speed in the longest straightaway was 135 miles an hour. The average speed is about 75. And when we get up in here and you get to seeing some of the turns, I'll kind of point out average speeds for some of these turns, but they're pretty incredible to see how quickly they were going through there.
Yeah. So we did a dinner walking tour, and the guy was talking about this race up to Pikes Peak. And the number of accidents and people's deaths and everything. I was just like, holy smokes, man.
But for as many accidents as they have, the deaths are pretty low.
Yeah.
People go off, and once they got to speed, the design of the roll cage and the design of the vehicle,
Oh yeah.
they take a pretty good impact. So.
Yeah. Yeah, that's just incredible. Yeah, I may have raced off the mountains coming through I-70 corridor a few times, coming home. So.
Yep. Yeah, the corners are fun.
Yeah, they are.
This is the town of Cascade.
Okay. Very cool. Cost of living, or the housing prices up here just as insane as everywhere else?
Everywhere else, yes.
Yeah.
It's so in 19, my old house went for about $250.
Okay.
In 20, it went to $450,000. just that COVID switch,
Yeah.
and so.
Wow. So is this kind of where the race starts?
No.
Okay, it's different.
This is the entryway point for it.
Okay.
It's 19 miles from the gate.
Oh, okay.
When we sign in, and I'll show you where the race normally starts.
Cool. I bet that's pretty fun to watch, or at least be around all the
It was
cars.
it's a lot of fun. When I was in high school, my dad pitted for a guy named Bud Whitfield.
Okay.
He raced the open wheel class, kind of like a dune buggy style vehicle.
Nice.
So I got snuck in.
Okay.
In the parts truck, they would bring a big tarp in so that you could work on the ground and not have a mess.
Yeah.
And I laid underneath that roll. And
That's what's up, dude.
so as a kid, we had a ball
Yeah.
getting in there.
That's incredible.
Early mornings. And the last half of the race was.
Go ahead. Keep.
Okay. Last half of the race, the track was dirt.
Okay.
And then the Sierra Club in 1988 sued the groups that are doing this and said that the roads were eroding and the dust were hard on people, and so they had to pave it. I gotta get my numbers out. I guess she's gonna walk.
Apparently.
What we'll do is, depending on where your bio is, we'll either stop for a little bit at Glen Cove if you need to go to the bathroom. If not, I like to head up right away, because that way we beat the cog train.
Oh yeah.
Because once the cog, you by yourself, it's not going to be a big deal.
Yeah. Cog train's a mess, huh?
Yeah. Well, they bring in about 4 cars worth of people.
Understood. Received. Yeah, we're gonna press.
Get there and then we can hang out. Did you want the top back?
Yeah, that'd be awesome, brother. If it's not too much.
Not too much.
What you need me to do?
Just flip that down.
Okay. Yes, sir.
There we go.
Now, is this a Rubicon or is this a?
It's just a Sport
Willys
Unlimited.
Okay. Yeah, I've had my eye on one of these for a while, so I'm always intrigued, and the ride is actually really comfortable.
Well, this, like I said, this is pretty much a stock. 10 different aspen trees within the same area, they would say, okay, those are the same tree.
Really?
And what happens is the mother tree will drop its seed,
Yeah.
and then it joins the root system,
Okay.
and that root system then spreads out.
Oh, wow.
So they're all the same DNA clones, so they'll call a grove of those a clone.
Okay.
It takes care of itself, it manages itself. Like if you notice on the trees, you'll see what looks like little black eyes.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
What that is, as the tree grows, as the leaves go up, the newer leaves do better at photosynthesis.
Okay.
So we end up with the older branches losing their, oh, by the way, here's your first Bigfoot sighting.
Oh, nice.
I'm going to kick this on just
Yeah,
because
that's
I know.
what. Yeah. Understood, brother. I can feel the nip in the air. It's awesome.
Yep.
Feel alive.
So as the leaves grow up, they don't do photosynthesis as well, so the organism realizes that,
Mm-hmm.
cuts sap off to them, and the branch falls off.
Oh, wow. And that's where the little black spots
So that's what the little black spots are.
Interesting.
Now the Ute thought that those were their ancestors watching them to make sure they took care of the land.
Okay.
Kind of an interesting little spiritual thing.
Oh, absolutely. Hey, whatever helps to take accountability.
But you see, there's a lot of there's only leaves up on the top, not
Yeah.
down below.
Yeah.
That also protects the plant, because if you have a forest fire,
Oh,
you don't
yeah.
have any leaves down there to burn.
Right. Kind of
So,
suffocates the fire.
Self-take care of itself. Yeah.
Wow. That's incredible.
The other neat thing about a aspen tree is 30 to 50% of the bark does photosynthesis.
Really?
Yes, it's the only tree that doesn't.
Wow.
If you injure yourself and you're hurting, if you peel a little of the bark off and chew it,
Mm-hmm.
has the same effect as taking aspirin.
Really?
Yes.
I did not know that.
I didn't either till I started this job.
That's awesome.
And I was like, oh my, that's interesting.
Yeah.
There's also a powder on it that does like a UV block. So
Really?
you can keep yourself from getting sunburn.
Wow.
It's a pretty cool tree. Looks a lot like the birch, but it's not.
Okay.
But anyway, as we come up out of here, the aspen tree will go away.
Okay.
That's when you'll know we're starting to get into the subalpine.
Okay.
We'll start losing our grasses, and we'll start losing our bushes,
Yep.
and then we'll start having kind of like Charlie Brown conifer.
Yeah. Okay.
And then we'll get to the alpine, and that's where it gets where we don't have any trees. We'll be above tree line at that point.
Right.
So the reason we don't have any trees above tree line isn't the lack of oxygen, because, well, trees don't use oxygen.
That's right.
It's the lack of growing season.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah. What do they get? Like 2 months, maybe?
2 weeks.
Oh, jeez. I didn't realize it was only
The
2
alpine
weeks.
is so narrow. I mean, it's the alpine tundra. The plant growth. also a pipeline out of Breckenridge off of the Blue River.
Okay.
And it brings water down there as well.
Wow.
Our water table is continuing to drop off. So
I'm sure.
we have to keep things going.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure with the influx of more people and more demand.
That's the gateway to heaven.
Okay.
And I point that out just so you can see where we're at, because we'll be across from that in a little bit.
Oh, wow. So how many times a week, do you just do this on the weekends during the week? Or
right now, because I'm in between work, I do it 3 times.
Okay.
I tour for him 3 days out of the week.
Nice.
It's a long day. It's 12 hours, but I don't mind.
Yeah.
You know, when I told my kids I was doing this, I was like, oh, perfect. You're going to drive a Jeep and talk all day? What you do anyway when you go Jeeping.
That's awesome. That is absolutely incredible.
I like it. I love the area.
Yeah.
I love being up here on the peak. You know, I come up here normally twice a summer with the motorcycle. And,
oh, there you go.
Oh, that bird about died. Did you see it? About hit that guy.
Yeah. We got it on camera.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Looks like you're going to have a great... It's pretty clear. We may be able to get all 3 areas seen today.
That would be incredible.
Now you can see our aspen trees have started to decline.
Down,
We don't have any of the large grove anymore.
Yeah.
We'll just have a few little spots of these guys coming through.
Okay. So is this the racetrack yet, or
No,
we're still a ways
just,
away, huh? All
we're
right.
just a hair off here. It comes up. There'll be another big parking area.
Wow. Yeah, this is absolutely incredible.
Right over there, a tornado hit about 3 years ago.
Really?
Yeah, it's very rare.
Yeah.
It came through, hit that ridge there. And when it hit that ridge, then it jumped up and over, went down into Manitou Springs.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, the weather pattern's been interesting, even for us in Oklahoma.
Yeah.
You know, they just aren't hitting in Oklahoma anymore.
No.
You know, they're all moving northeast.
Well, that's kind of a good thing, I guess.
Yeah, for us, it's great. I wish you could. There was a smell-o-vision on this thing, because the smell is just remarkable.
Well, they were just back there grinding.
Yeah.
Oh, I missed pointing out this. We were talking about the starting point was back there.
Oh, okay. Okay. So now this is the actual racing
This is
area.
the racing area, yes.
Oh my goodness! And you're doing 70 miles an hour on these curves.
Oh, yeah, on the average.
Okay. And I would hope they've got everything blocked off, so you don't have incoming traffic.
You
Because
don't
there's
have
no way.
It's a one-way racetrack.
Okay.
They shut down so the guys will come in about a month before, and they start driving the road, memorizing things.
Okay.
And they get to go through and, okay, this is where it's at, you know, this where this corner is, how things go.
Okay.
This one would be probably about a 60 mile an hour turn here.
Okay.
And we're at 15 mile an hour.
So your G's are just crushing you,
Yes.
and you're having a great time. That's amazing.
So, yeah, it's a pretty interesting race. The guys are very good.
Yeah.
They don't race motorcycles anymore.
Okay.
And it's sad that the reason they dropped it was the last guy to be killed was on a motorcycle.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I lied. Here's where the beginning of it
Oh,
is.
okay.
I thought we had passed this one already because we were talking.
No,
It's right here
Okay.
that they start.
Nice.
But still, that's the same type of corner for about 60.
That's got to be incredible.
So you can, as I said, you can start seeing the trees are starting to get a little shorter.
Oh, yeah.
A little more like a Charlie Brown tree.
Absolutely.
the icy conditions.
Wow.
We last week couldn't go to the summit because it was icy.
Are you serious? Wow.
That's why they call it Gateway to Heaven.
Okay. Oh yeah, yeah, I see that.
Okay. To the left here, you see that pan where the little snow is.
Yeah.
So what happens is the wind comes through, blows the snow up. It makes like a snow lift. It's called a cornice.
Yeah.
Those cornices will get big enough that they'll eventually avalanche down, and that's why there's no trees in there.
Okay.
The younger trees survive okay.
Yeah.
To the left of that, you'll see that little bit of snow there.
Yep.
When that, in the winter, when that's full, it looks like Italy. So they call that Little Italy.
Really?
And then the next one over, you see that little Lego block up on the top?
Yep.
Looks like a chimney.
Yeah.
They call it Chimney Rock.
Very cool.
It gets a big reputation. And then this here, you see the two legs, and then the head kind of there.
Yeah.
That's Texas Lil. She
Okay.
supposedly had a some sort of house up here.
Wow.
And if you look up there, you can see on the very top
Yeah.
the guardrail.
Yep.
We're going to be up there in just a little bit.
Oh my goodness.
So,
That's amazing.
and then come back here. This here is where they train our special forces to do high altitude climbs
Really?
on this face here.
Oh my goodness. Those guys, they get all the cool stuff.
They do. But I like the view back behind the hotel.
Okay.
Backside here. Did you want a photo of you in front of this rock? Or I don't know where you are with personal photos.
Oh, I don't care. I'm good with that. Yeah, absolutely. We'll do.
Okay. But I think that's just...
Wow. Yeah, that's just amazing. That's amazing. We were at Garden of the Gods on Saturday and checking that out. So,
Cool.
yeah.
Well, let me get your photo here.
Yeah,
then.
please. I'll just
Okay.
we'll just kind of do it this way too at the same time.
Okay. 1, 2, yeah. This. Okay.
Awesome.
I'm gonna run my hand real quick.
Oh yeah, no, I get you. I'll do the same thing when you come out.
Hit some up.
That's, okay, cool. Me, you know, mortgage and everything, it don't stop.
Nope.
So I went to drive for Uber for about 30 days.
Really? And they brought you
They
back.
brought me back, and I was like, hallelujah.
Cool.
They called me up, they're like, yeah, we're sorry about that. Do you want to drop that? So, is this a question? Like, for real? I guess that's what kind of throws me off. Is, you know, everybody was like, "Oh, the contractors are safe. The contractors are safe." And then you said, "Right, so that's what they want."
the peak over there.
Okay.
And that's where we'll be in a little bit. You see the summit house up there.
Oh, yeah. Wow.
So it's been cute stuff. Now this is the fun part right here.
Rescue him.
Pushed through. The larger rocks were then dropped off.
Okay.
And I don't know how they stacked them so neatly, but
Right.
but now we're at alpine level. We don't have trees.
Okay.
All this tundra supports life for like the marmots, the mice.
Yeah, so my wife said that she lived out here and she used to be a dirt road.
Yes, it was.
So she's like, yeah, we used to drive this thing, it was a dirt road.
miles back and forth.
Oh my goodness.
If you look off here to the right, you'll see that brown scar over there.
Okay.
That's the Cripple Creek Victor mine.
Okay.
They produce about $3 million of gold a day now.
Oh my goodness.
That was closed until the late 80s, or closed in the late 80s.
Yeah.
They just recently opened it back up in 2000, I think it was.
Okay.
Because the technology. The littler horn. The males have a bigger horn that wrap around the neck.
Okay.
For when they do their rutting and stuff.
Yeah.
I don't see many babies there though.
No.
Where they're out laying around.
Yeah. That's amazing.
purchase.
Okay.
Saw this grand mountain off in the distance to the east, and they decided they'd come out and explore it. When he got out here, he didn't summit Pikes Peak. He summited Mount Rosa.
Okay.
And then when they realized they were on the wrong peak,
Whoopsie.
they decided they'd come over and try to summit this. Well, when they went out to do the Louisiana Purchase survey, it was in spring.
Okay.
They were here in November.
Oh my goodness.
And this is not a very kind mountain.
No.
She has an attitude.
Yeah.
And so they were pushed back. They thought they were further from the peak than they were. They had almost summited after 2 days.
Okay.
So he's misquoted as saying, "Man will never summit this peak." Well, literally what it was is, "Man will never summit this peak dressed like this." But there was a gentleman by the name of Edwin James who was... I'm going to grab my jacket.
Yeah, no worries. I'm going to put my gloves on, actually. Oh my gosh, the peace and quiet up here.
Oh, yeah. And nothing like it.
100%.
So anyway, Edwin James was a part of that crew.
Okay.
And he came back 10 years later, and they were pushed back again by weather.
Okay.
And eventually they did make it 6 years later back up on the peak. So this was named James Peak for a little bit.
Okay.
But the this is the summit here.
Oh, cool.
Pikes Peak was named Pikes Peak because on their way back, Zebulon Pike was caught going through New Mexico by the Spanish, and they thought he was being politically espionage and checking in on them. There's a little bit of a gray area on that could have been, but he was sending back letters explaining their tour, and so there was information about Zebulon Pike's Peak.
Okay.
Then when the gold rush happened, then it was Pikes Peak or bust.
Okay.
So you want a picture at the summit?
Sure, sure.
Okay.
Well, we'll just keep it on the camera, actually, if you want.
Okay. Make that easy.
Right.
Wave, say hi.
Hello. Amazing.
Okay. This was originally by the Ute called Tavakave, Sun Mountain.
Yeah.
And these are all the different names that have been used
Okay.
to reference this. Tavakave meant Sun Mountain.
Okay.
And we can't really find any documentation on why, what they meant. I think I commute by bicycle a lot.
Okay.
Early spring, with the sun where it's located, Colorado Springs sets in a bowl.
Okay.
So as the sun starts coming up, catches the mountain. Of course, there's no mountain to catch right now to talk about, but it looks like the mountain is rising.
Really?
Oh, so you got that golden sunrise. So I believe that's why they called it Tavakave.
Yeah. Yeah. Makes sense. Oh,
so that's Georgetown down there, and that's Lake George down there.
Okay.
So you want to scan this here for your video.
Sure.
And so you got Gray's Peak, Torrey's Peak, and Georgetown, and you can see that out there with some of the haze. And then you've got Mount Evans way out there in the background.
Okay.
Because of the haze, you can't see it, but there's Red Rocks and Denver you could see out there.
Oh my goodness. That's just incredible.
When you're down in the springs and you're looking at it, you'll see that kind of bowl cut.
Yeah.
This is what the glacier cut out, and that's what this looks like from here. Now that right there, that middle ridge, is what that splitting when you're down there looking at it, you'll see it again. There's a ridge that splits that bowl. And this is what you're seeing from this end.
Wow. Absolutely remarkable. Yeah, that's just incredible.
Oh man, you got a great morning though.
Yeah, this is absolutely awesome. So much snow do they get up here during the year?
Well, in June there was snow
What?
out here. Yes.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Throughout most of June, it was a 50-50 crapshoot whether we could get out here, up here or not.
Are you serious?
Yeah, because the ice and the cold.
Oh
and
my
the wind.
goodness.
Yeah. It was, with all this moisture we've had, it's
Yeah.
just been incredible.
Wow. I had no idea it stayed that long.
This snow here, the snow up here actually melted from the 1st of July to the 2nd week.
Really?
And then that's when, yeah, because this was all full of ice and snow.
Wow.
All throughout there, all throughout the middle rocks out there was all full of ice and snow.
Oh my gosh.
I left to go on my trip at the end of June. I came back on the 18th and it was gone. But
Really?
before that, it was almost as high as this railing.
What?
So there's some of the weather radar stuff.
Yeah, don't stand in front of those. Unless you don't want to see anymore. Or the other.
Yes.
Holy smokes.
Now there's a view for you.
Yeah, that's just, wow.
Yeah. Most people can't get it.
Imagine folks like to try to come out here with their drones and fly around.
Yeah. I haven't seen any drones up here, to be honest.
Yeah.
So
How about what about the squirrel jumpers? They ever jump off these things and squirrel dive down?
I don't think there's anyone who has done that. Don't
can
say it too loud. That's crazy.
Oh yeah, bro, it's nuts. Yeah, that's the one thing I'm like, nope, that's where I draw the line. When I have a guy that I know, he's a doctor up in Tulsa, and he's like, that squirrel shoot stuff, we need to do that. I'm like, bruh.
No. No.
Maybe if I have a terminal cancer.
So this little triangular piece out there,
Yeah.
that's the Masons time capsule out there.
Oh, cool.
Started in the 1800s. They opened it every 100 years.
Oh, wow.
1999 was the last time that they opened it.
Sweet.
So you figure Y2K stuff in there.
Oh, sure. Yeah. It's the end of the world.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
They definitely did think it was the end of the world.
Oh, sure we did. We all did. Good grief. That's right. Now everybody thinks the end of the world's coming next year. So,
I had to laugh. I didn't think we were going to have that.
yeah.
I mean, I had to work through that. Oh, it was crazy.
Yeah.
Like, nothing's going to happen. But I
Right.
do remember the movies I watched.
Oh, 100%.
Saving Private Ryan and,
Yeah.
and The Matrix.
Yeah. We in Colorado Springs, we went to the rabbit hole,
Uh-huh.
and they were playing The Matrix. I'm like, seriously, bro? That is too funny.
So this is where the cog railway comes up.
Okay. Let's get these real quick. Okay.
So you would come up here, and this is where you would get out.
Oh, all right.
Oh, bummer. See all that hazed line there?
Yeah.
If you go on the very top of that,
Mhm.
would be Kansas, and then you would see Raton Pass down south.
Wow.
I'm sorry.
No.
Well, it is a thrill for me when you can see the big windmills,
Oh, yeah.
spinning at that distance. So this little funny looking brick wall we're walking up to, is the remaining wall of the weather station that was up here in 1887.
Okay.
When they put the new Summit House in, they were going to tear it down, and somebody said, wait a second, that's history.
Right.
And that's where they stopped them.
Okay. Oh, he's actually real.
Yes.
For a second, I thought he was a statue.
No, they're all real. They're right here.
Oh my goodness. That's just incredible.
Yes, I know. We snuck up on you.
Wow. That's just amazing. Yeah, when you take up on the way to Arapahoe Basin, you see these guys just hanging out like this.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Oh, see, this is... You imagine being the guys working in and out of this thing in the 1880s?
Exactly.
Holy smokes.
That's the whole point. Is
Yeah.
There's no insulation.
No. Hope you got enough firewood.
Yeah.
Dude.
Well, I guess I said it wrong. It closed in 1888. It was open in 1882.
Okay. Yeah, when
I'm
we...
not a numbers guy.
We did a survey trip. There was a tower out in the name's slipping my mind, but it's an old wooden tower,
Right.
and it's a historical landmark, and you walk up on that thing, you're just like, dude, the history is just so cool.
Yeah. So normally we have a group of people that want to go do some shopping, do some running around. So give you about 20 minutes, whatever you want to do. You should go try the donuts.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're very
The donuts are unique because yeast doesn't rise at this altitude.
Really?
They're more like a chorizo than anything else. This here is the exhibits and such. So I got some neat things about the race. You could. It's got a time camera here for the year on the summit. Let's see if we can. Come on, wake up. But you can go back and see.
Oh my.
You want to see what it looked like in June? Get back there and you'll see all the snow. See there?
Yeah.
It's snowing on the 31st up here.
Oh my gosh. That's insane.
So yeah, it's kind of fun to go look at. And then they got all the different little things to look at.
Well, if that's the race cars they're flying up here with, that's impressive.
Yes, that's the cars they're racing up
Yeah.
with. Anyway, I'm going to go move the Jeep up a little closer.
Oh yeah, yes sir.
And,
You want me to get you anything, coffee or anything, or?
No, I'm good. But
Yes sir.
thank you.
Very welcome. My pleasure, brother.
In 1916, entrepreneur Spencer Penrose constructed the Pikes Peak Highway, following the path of the original carriage road, and a new kind of thrill seeker arrived. At the annual Pikes Peak International Hill Climb, drivers from around the world navigate the 156 turns in a race to the top. In 1956, Pikes Peak became host to an annual ascent and marathon on the Bar Trail, and bicyclists joined the fun in 2010 for the first Pikes Peak cycling hill climb on the Pikes Peak Highway. However you reach its summit, Pikes Peak offers something for each of the 500,000 people who visit every year. Pristine forests, clear waters, and rocky trails. The mountain's allure has withstood the test of time, but we must each do our part to ensure its future. So as the world changes around it, Pikes Peak remains rugged and majestic, truly America's mountain.
Cool.
got plenty of time. With you, it's just been, it's pretty quick.
That's all right.
Other people sleep.
Yes, yes it is. Yeah, I'm pretty easygoing, brother.
Jeeps.
I do not, but I'm gonna have to start researching. But
Well, actually, I'm going to tell you a story.
okay, enlighten me, brother.
Oh, yeah. For World War II, they needed a utility vehicle to move small groups of men, small supplies and stuff into hard-to-reach areas.
Okay.
So they contacted Ford, Dodge, and Willys Kaiser.
Okay.
And they've all made their own types of general-purpose vehicles, is what they called them.
Okay.
So, a couple things first before I go on with my story. There are going to be two different things you're going to hear different. I'm going to use my engine as a brake, so
Okay. Put it in low,
you'll
almost.
get,
Yeah, there we go.
you'll get more of that noise.
Yeah.
And then for braking, I'll use what's called a stab technique, which feels like this.
Okay.
And then,
And that lets it cool off faster, I
well,
assume?
yeah, slows it down, less time with the brakes rubbing each other.
Yeah,
So
makes sense.
I've had some people who are really you're not nervous,
No.
but I've had some people who are really nervous, and I jam them brakes, and
Yeah.
they're like, "Oh!"
Yeah.
It's like, "No, we're good,
Yeah.
we're good."
That's
So,
really funny.
just a part of the tour.
So I can continue your story.
So, Willys Kaiser won out,
Okay.
and the military, as usual, shortened things up from general purpose to GP, Jeep.
Yep. Okay.
So that was the MJ.
Okay.
Then, as the war came to an end, we had surplus of these. Now, these MJs came out. They were shipped in a crate. Came in. It was about 4 foot by 6 foot,
Okay.
and they would drop the sides,
Uh-huh.
lift the frame and body up,
Yeah.
put the tires on, put it together, and that's how they drove it.
Oh my goodness.
Well, with the surplus, then they started shipping them to the United States after the war. And so when you would see one on the road, you could pretty much guarantee that they were in the military.
Okay.
And that's how the Jeep Wave came up. Victory.
Okay.
That's the Jeep Wave.
Okay.
But as they started selling them to the public, they became civilian Jeep.
Yeah.
So they became a CJ.
Okay.
Now, we can't name the first civilian Jeep one because we have the military Jeep, which was one, so it's a CJ2.
Okay.
And the only difference between the military and the civilian was the spare tire went from the right rear corner on the outside to the right rear corner on the back.
Oh my goodness.
So that's a CJ.
Okay.
Now, they did have a power takeoff in them, so you could run, saws, drills, any implements. So they were used on the farm.
Yeah.
But sitting there running with the PTO and working, they would overheat. So they came out with the CJ3, which has a larger radiator,
Okay.
kind of an ugly front end. It's real tall.
Yeah.
CJ4 is a failed pickup truck.
Okay.
The CJ5 is what we see as the first old man's truck Jeep, the short wheelbase,
Yeah.
beach truck Jeep,
Yeah.
whatever.
Okay.
But there's a way to tell the difference on them is it's got a real short wheelbase, so the axle is right underneath the driver's butt.
Oh wow.
And the door has a line and then kind of comes up like a dog leg.
Okay.
So like the 5 shape.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the CJ5.
Okay.
Then we had Ralph Nader come out and say that they were too short a wheelbase, too narrow, they were dangerous. So they widened them and they made them a little longer, the CJ7.
Okay.
And the door on that one is longer because the axle was moved back.
Okay.
And it makes kind of a 7 shape.
Okay.
Then we had AMC and Chrysler get involved at that point.
Okay.
They wanted to make a youth Jeep, a YJ.
Okay.
And that's the one with the square headlights that nobody likes.
Okay.
But then there was such a throwback on that. They put back the round headlights, took the better suspension from the XJ, and made the total Jeep, the TJ.
Oh, wow.
Then Peugeot got involved with Chrysler, and they started the JK. Well, just kidding, Jeep. And then the JL, which is this one, which we're just longing for a Jeep.
Okay.
Now, the last two I made up because I really don't know what they stand for.
No, that's funny. I like it. I like it. I like the humor. That is awesome.
But this is the Peugeot version of the Jeep. So,
Okay. Very cool.
yeah.
Well, thank you for that. That's
You're
awesome.
welcome. But the Jeep Wave, that is true on the victory sign.
Okay.
We didn't see any marmots out at all.
No,
They're sleeping still.
Yeah.
Ah, there's one.
Oh, yeah, see him. Oh, he was just going back down.
It's Monday. Well, at least you got to see the bighorn.
Yeah, that was awesome. Incredible creatures.
Are you guys gonna do you have dinner plans already set up?
We talked about a couple different places, but what do you recommend?
What do you guys like? Chinese or Italian or?
We're kind of open to everything.
Okay. Let's see. Today's Monday, so can't recommend the Chinese place.
Okay.
So there's a place called Basil and I'll have to look it up.
Okay.
It's a new place I just found the other day.
Oh, cool.
They actually make real European style pizza.
Oh, wow.
They brought a oven in from Naples,
Okay.
and they cook their pizza at the same temperature they do over in Europe.
Oh, wow.
So when I was over there, I had to find out why the crusts. Somebody didn't. Oh, he's eating. They're all eating.
That's cool.
Okay, good. 'Cause I was gonna say, boy, 2 of them dead at once.
Yeah, that's not good. That's not good. And who's the jerk that killed him?
Yeah. So what makes their crusts the way they are over there is they cook them at 399 degrees Celsius,
Whoa!
which is 799 degrees.
Right.
Plus they let
That's interesting.
their dough ferment longer,
Yeah.
36 to 72 hours.
Okay. I'm glad you're standing right there because I saw the pack and I'm like, oh, here we go. We're calling emergencies. Yeah, this is freaking awesome. That's what's up.
So this is the bottomless pit.
Okay.
And when we're down there on the bottom, it's pretty amazing to think, oh, that's where we were.
Yeah. Amazing. So I assume people run down this thing?
Bar trail, they hike it.
Okay.
I don't know if anybody runs it.
Yeah.
Do they run it?
That's awesome.
Ran a race there.
Did you?
So do you take this trail, this kind of path this way, or is it?
So, yeah, it's
Huh?
kind of down.
All right.
Not very Better to hike it.
Yeah. Well, if you like this stuff, you ought to go hike the Hoppy Trail in Arizona.
Oh yeah, in Arizona.
Yep. It's off the offshoot of the Grand Canyon. It's about so from Flagstaff it's about a 2-hour drive, and 45 minutes of it is a 1-lane road you're not going more than 10 miles an hour on.
Oh, scary.
Yeah. So once you drop in the ravine, there's absolutely no cell signal.
Oh, wow.
I made the mistake thinking I could hike it in one day, and at 5 o'clock at night, I lost water. I didn't crawl out until 9:30.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. My family that was with me, they called the cops. They finally got somebody that would answer them, and they said, "Where'd he go? By himself? And he hasn't contacted you in 4 hours?" Yeah, he's dead. And so it's actually a 1,200-foot drop when you get to the ridge. It's just like this, 1,200 feet down, and then it levels out, and then the whole walk is either up or down the whole way.
That's amazing. Sounds nice.
So somebody seasoned like you'll do it in one day, no problem.
So do you run with Jared Thompson then?
I don't know. Maybe I see him around.
Well, he just finished a race like a week ago or 2. Is that what you were running?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's a local artist out of Manitou.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I've probably seen him.
Yeah.
Maybe said hi. But
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's like you say, I'm from Colorado, and somebody says, "Oh, do you know?" And it's like, you do realize it's a big state. There's a lot of runners out there.
That's true. The bar trail race, though, they cap it at 400 people,
Right.
so makes it pretty small then.
Yeah.
Makes it easy. But, yeah, I was just doing the crags, so I
Right.
came the backside. That was
It's a good day for it.
nice.
It doesn't look like you're going to get much weather, so
Oh yeah, I picked a good day. It's
Yes,
the
you
nicest
did.
I've done.
have a safe walk.
Thank you.
Anyways, I was saying,
Yeah.
ferment it for 36 to 72 hours. But it's less than 3-minute cook time.
Oh my goodness.
They throw it in the oven and it spins through, and but that's what gives it that chewy texture and flavor.
Yeah.
And they don't put toppings on to cover the pizza crust.
Okay.
They actually, you still need to taste the crust. That's the European way. Anyway, there's this place at Basil, and I gotta look it up for you, that actually does a really good pie. It's pretty close to. The thing is, don't overload it with toppings.
Got it.
Because we as Americans, and I did the same thing. I was like, I'm coming to try a European pizza.
So I eat it like an American style.
Yeah, so I put a bunch of junk on it.
Yeah.
But it had the nice chewy texture crust,
Yeah.
which was nice.
Yeah.
This is really weird that we're doing this all on GoPro, and you're not taking any pictures anywhere.
Right.
But you are taking
Yeah.
pictures everywhere.
Yeah. You know, and the reason why I bring this thing is so when I get old and can't do this,
Yeah.
I can watch and relive the memories. I've taken snowboarding, I take it hiking.
Right.
You know, all the crazy shenanigans I do, I want to be able to.
Go back and see it.
Yeah, just relive it, man.
So how do you get it to edit up clean? Because, it does all those micros.
It does. So I have an iMac at home, and so I use iMovie Maker.
Okay.
And it allows me to stream, splice, cut, edit, remove,
And it cleans up. Okay.
Yeah. It actually gets you down to the tenths of a second in the filming, so you can literally make hairpin incisions.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
So you want to, because most people when they watch movies now, their attention span's that of a gnat.
Yes.
So you have to, if you saw me, I was turning the camera all different angles, to kind of capture the experience. I'm trying to be mindful of that.
Okay, so probably want to hop out.
Sure.
So you can get a good angle. I can't leave this in park
No,
away
I
because
gotcha.
they don't trust this angle.
Okay.
But then, you can get a good view of the switchbacks.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's awesome. That was photo worthy right there.
Yep. When I did the Dolomites when I was in Europe, I had so wished I had my GoPro.
Oh, I bet.
Because I wanted to see what I saw. But you know, when you're driving hairpins on a motorcycle, you have to be looking where you're going.
Yes. And looking through the corner at the same time. Yes, sir. Yes.
I kept catching myself like veering off into the embankment or off the edge.
Yeah.
It was like, I'm looking around.
On eating there for dinner, and we got so full from the food to it, we're all like, dude, stick a fork in me, we're done.
Well, now food tour.
Yeah, so it's Colorado Springs. It's like Rocky Mountain food tour, and they take you to 6 restaurants for 8 hours. And some of the restaurants, you're tasting burgers here with this, but then they take you to town. They take you to the pin marker, and they take you to these different buildings. Yeah, it's cool for $90. So, yeah, we're doing that.
It's 90 a person.
90 a person. Then for an additional $20. Yeah, there we go. I'm used to spending $20 on a drink, so. You're like, oh, I want some IPA. I'll give you $20. Bro, I want an IPA.
Yeah. I don't want the whole case.
That's right. Do I get the keg with that?
Yeah. Sometimes they're very they can't because there's a guy on the tour committee who has a Jeep club or a Jeep tour. It's kind of a weird situation. And my opinion is there's a
I'll get it.
I'm sorry.
No, don't apologize, because I'm right there with you. Some people's kids. Yeah, you're good, brother. Oh, yes, sir. Oh, you're good, you're good, you're good. Awesome. What, do you mind if I trek this real quick? Okay. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, saw the trail, gotta take it, just cause, you know, only time up here, maybe I'll come back, but gotta check it out. Yeah, the altitude's whooping my ass, but it feels good. Man, that was awesome. It's just a little grassy knoll out there. It's just absolutely incredible.
Well, you see, you're right across from the gateway to heaven there.
Yeah. Wow.
I got signal here. That's crazy.
Yes, sir.
That's funny. You doing okay?
I'm amazing, bro.
Okay.
Yeah.
You seem to do real well up on the peak, so
Thank you.
you must take care of yourself somewhat, because I'll tell you, I get some people up there and they look really athletic and they're like, it's like, okay, I'm not sure what you've done to look like that. But
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, my wife actually got me into doing the 40-inch trampoline. And so you just bounce on it for 20 minutes.
Really?
Yeah. It opens everything up, and then I do a lot of flow boarding in the summertime. So that works everything from my eyebrows down to my toes. And I incorporate that. And then in the wintertime, I like to go snowboarding.
Okay.
And when I say I like to go snowboarding, I don't like fly into Denver and rent a car. I drive from Oklahoma to Utah.
Yeah.
Hit a lot of the resorts along I-70 and then drive to Utah and do that. And then I'll turn around, come back, hit the mountains again.
Nice. Nice. So that's good.
Yeah. And every once in a while I'll drive to Florida to go surfing. But now in Dallas they've got all these man-made wave parks.
Yeah.
They're literally, say 10 feet wide, but they've got 8-foot swells in them. You can go surfing in Dallas now.
You're kidding.
I'm serious.
That sounds like
A
fun.
little expensive per hour, or half an hour, but
Yeah.
it beats driving 19 hours to Orlando or my favorite
When you
inlets
look
out
at
there.
it cost comparative wise. Okay,
Yeah.
so get your altitude over here to the right.
Okay.
That little tree that's blown over there, like
Oh yeah, yeah.
that one. The Forest Service tells me they're estimating it's 2,500 years old.
What?
But that's, you can see it's right at the edge of tree line,
Oh yeah.
and that's that slow growth period. So
Oh,
all of these trees in here are
Yeah.
very old trees. They're not
Babies.
baby trees.
Yeah. Wow.
It's a great view of.
watch it and they want to check you guys out.
That'd be awesome. Thank you.
See, this is why I live in Oklahoma. So every time I come here, it's, the beauty just captures me every time.
Trust me, you never get used to it.
Okay, good. That's positive, brother.
I'm up here 2 to 3 times a day.
Yeah.
And
Still don't get used to it.
3 days out of the week, and I still.
Wow.
I love this.
Yeah.
You know, when I go jeeping to get away from everybody. Matter of fact, next week or this upcoming weekend, I'm going to Point Vista.
Okay.
Up there and do some camping, some trails.
Sweet.
They stop you here if you're over 300 degrees,
Oh, I bet.
and you have to sit for an hour.
Yeah. I believe it.
This has been a lot of fun. Last single person I got, it's just not here.
And he's not going to hear you. So I'll put it higher that way.
No, it's okay. I don't. I got to name her.
Yeah.
But did you ever watch Game of Thrones?
I've seen bits and parts.
Okay. I was a big fan of it.
Okay.
Anyway, but just not fun. And it was rather interesting, but I thought it was pretty fun. So it was another solo tour. It was like, I hope this guy a personality.
Yeah. I follow that, brother.
It's going to be a hard one.
Oh, you're good.
sufficiently advanced civilization to seem like magic.
Oh, absolutely.
And
Absolutely. Oh my gosh, that's incredible. Yep, that's incredible.
So this is my favorite place to stop.
Okay.
People who are not used to being here.
Oh yeah.
So off to the right there, we have Gateway to Heaven,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and we've got the little bit of the what's left.
Now
of
see,
the-
that's what's mind blowing. That little spot out there, and we were just up there,
Yes.
and here we're sitting. That's unreal.
And then we got the Snow Corneous next to it, and
Yeah.
Little Italy.
Yeah.
And then you go a little further left, you've got the Alpine area up there where the switchbacks were.
Yeah.
Where
You can see them cutting through the mountain right
Yeah.
there.
And you were climbing on that last. So you come down and that very last peak that comes around.
Oh,
that's-
yeah, right
that's
here,
where
right
you
through the
were.
middle.
That's
Okay.
where you were climbing.
Okay.
And then you move over,
Yeah.
and you see you've got the peak rise. It drops down, and you've got another double peak there.
Uh huh.
Back behind that is the Bottomless Pit,
Oh my gosh.
where we stood and talked to that
Yeah,
gal.
yeah.
And then you can see the Summit House up on the top.
Holy smokes. Wow. Yeah, this is. Yeah, I can get photos of this. If you don't mind.
I can get a picture of you there if you want.
Yeah, that'd be awesome, brother.
Okay.
I'm just gonna leave this right here.